Alright, this is our Olympian prep. The Olympian prep's our most detailed prep here at Edgewise. The first thing that we do with the Olympian prep is shape the skis sidewall material with a laminate construction or torsion box construction with the vertical sidewalls. The skis are really vertical for the last 12 inches and the first 12 inches. So what we do is we match the actual taper of the ski that you find underfoot from the factory, and we carry that through and relieve that excess material. And what that does is it lets the ski hold and knife better when it's on edge because that material is not laid up and in the snow. And it also makes it easier for you when you're filing because that material's recessed and out of the way. Once we pull that material back, we pull back the bumper above the edge and sand the sidewall smooth. Once the sidewall work is done, we take the ski over to the stone grinder. We grind them flat and smooth, and then we set the race grind with our race NC. And then we go through taking the skis to the bench. We set the side edge bevel, base edge bevel, touch up and polish the edges. And then once all the sidewall and edge work is done, we go through and measure the side cut and turn radius of the ski. So what we end up doing there is we take measurements in the tip, waist, and tail, and we use a formula that actually tells us exactly what the turn radius is of the ski. And we'll mark that turn radius on the tail next to the measurements left from the company. Just because the ski says 23 or 27 meter on the ski, it doesn't mean that's what the turn radius is. It says the rules state that they have to be at least that turn radius. So they'll say greater than 23 or greater than 27. Most of the turn radiuses are greater than that, but it's just good to know what your turn radius is. If your skis aren't turning well, maybe you skied on a 27 meter ski last year, the new ski changed a little bit, it's now 30 meter. You can't figure out why you can't turn that great. It's good to know. Also, what we'll do is we measure the skis to see if they've shifted in the waist at all after they've come out of the mold. A lot of times skis have a tendency to move one way or another, which means that the ski's going to have more shape on one side and less shape on the other. And when we do that measurement, if we find a big discrepancy, we make a mark with an arrow that points to the side of the ski that's going to turn a little bit easier. Once all the measurements are taken and the skis are marked, then we get ready for our thermal bag treatment. And with the thermal bag, we're using, on the Olympian prep, we're using an HF Black Wolf, which is a moly additive. And the idea with the HF wax is that florals are going to bond with fluoros. So if you get a lot of fluoros deep into the bases, when you go to race wax your skis with high fluoro wax, the waxes are going to bond really well together and give you more durability, which means the wax is going to last longer and be faster over a longer period of time. Included with that thermal bag treatment is a brush progression. We go through 3 different brushes to break the grind in, and that process is completed twice, 2 times through the bag at 4 hours at a pass. And once the skis are all done with the wax work, we clean them up and finish the skis off with flashy straps, and that's our Olympian prep.